Welcome to Today, and thank you for joining us on this Saturday morning. It's nice to be back together, having missed last week's show for the French Open. That pool looking pretty good on a hot weekend like this, huh? Olympic-sized pool feels nice and cool.
I know. I want to see you jump in there.
Yeah, that could
show
be
off
rough.
your skills. But we have a very busy morning here, starting in London, where for the first time in months, we are getting our first look at Princess Kate, who is appearing in public at this year's Trooping the Colours ceremony, the annual celebration of King Charles's birthday. You see the little ones getting out there.
Those guys are nuggets and so grown now. The streets are packed this morning with folks enjoying the chance to celebrate the princess, who has not appeared in public since late last year. This, of course, is always a very special celebration for the Brits, but perhaps extra meaningful this year. NBC's Megan Fitzgerald has a front row seat for all of it this morning. Megan, per usual, this is quite a spectacle today.
Absolutely, guys. Good morning from a very windy, as you can see, Buckingham Palace. Not rainy, but windy. I can tell you this is one of the most highly anticipated events on the royal calendar, where the public gets to see for themselves, up close and personal, the royal family. And I can tell you that after last night, when they heard that Princess Kate was going to be here, to say the crowd is excited is absolutely an understatement. Thousands of people lining them out, waiting for that opportunity to see the princess. And you see it there. This moment happening just about an hour ago. The Princess of Wales inside that carriage alongside her 3 children. She was decked in this beautiful white dress with blue trimming. Guys, she looked absolutely stunning. And this, of course, coming just hours after the palace released this photo of the princess. And then she wrote this letter to the world, letting them know an update about her health. In fact, I want to read some of it for you. She said, "I am making good progress, but as anyone going through chemotherapy will know, there are good days and there are bad days." In her message, the princess says she knows she's not out of the woods yet, adding, "I am learning how to be patient, especially with uncertainty, taking each day as it comes, listening to my body, and allowing myself to take this much-needed time to heal." Now, this morning, Kate's carriage was following that of the king. He was seated alongside his wife, Queen Camilla, making their way to Horse Guards Parade. Now, the king, noticeably not inspecting his troops on horseback. This was a recommendation from his medical team, because, of course, he, too, is undergoing cancer treatments as well. But then, guys, in, let me see, about like 30 minutes or so, the culmination of the day, the big balcony moment. This is the moment that everyone has been waiting for, where we will see the royal family, including Princess Kate, alongside her 3 adorable children on the balcony ahead of the flyover. And guys, real quick, important to note here, we are seeing Princess Kate out. She says she's looking forward to attending other events throughout the summer. But the palace has made it very clear that this in no way is her returning back to public-facing duties. She's taking it day to day, doing what she can with a focus on trying to heal. Guys.
Yeah, and such courage to be so public about her diagnosis, and always great, of course, to see those kids so grown up now. Megan Fitzgerald, thank you very much.
Okay, let's bring into this conversation Katie Nichols. She is an NBC News royal contributor and the author of The New Royals and a Vanity Fair royal correspondent. Katie, good morning to you. Nice to have you along with us this morning. You know, there had been a concern that Kate wouldn't be able to attend this big celebration. Take us behind the scenes into her relationship with the king and why it was so important for her to be there for him.
Well, to be honest, I think most of us are surprised that she is here today, because we really weren't expecting this. There was a review of the Irish Guards that she wasn't able to make last week. She wrote them a letter apologising for not being there and saying she hoped she'd be able to support them soon. So this has been the most wonderful surprise, and I think it says 2 really important things. Firstly, that she is doing well, and we've reported before that she's turned a corner in her treatment, and today we see evidence of that. Megan was just talking about that beautiful picture that was released yesterday. We can see how well she's doing. But it's not just that. This is a really important date in the royal calendar. It's an important date for the king. And when you consider the royal family and what they've been through in this, frankly, extraordinary year, the king going through cancer treatment, the Princess of Wales going through cancer treatment, and the fact that in a very short amount of time they will both be up here on this balcony, that sends out a really important and powerful message to the world that, yes, this may have been the year that's rocked the royals, but they are here.
Of course, Katie, that's always the powerful moment when the whole family is there together, which we're looking forward to. This day is meaningful, certainly for the British people to be able to see Kate, but certainly, as you note, for the king himself. This, as we understand, was really a priority that he made, that he wanted to be a part of this, correct?
absolutely correct. I spoke to sources very close to the King who told me that it was a non-negotiable. And I think when the King says something's non-negotiable, he's going to be there. That was here at Trooping. It was last week at the D-Day landings. And I think there was some conversations with his medical team and with his aides, and understanding that he would pace himself in between these two engagements, which come quite close together. Didn't see much of him earlier this week. And he is suffering from fatigue. He is going through cancer treatment. You look at him and you perhaps wouldn't realise that he is. But behind the scenes, he's dealing with a lot, as is the Princess. But this was a non-negotiable. And I think also it's worth making the point that the Princess of Wales is also here today to support the King. It's not to take any of the spotlight off of him. This is the official celebration of his birthday, which, as we know, is later in November. But to see the family united, I think, is a really important message. And we know that as the King and the Princess of Wales have gone through this cancer journey together, they've very much been supporting each other behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Well, this is the ultimate show of support.
All right, Katie Nichol, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.